Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. We just finished taking this man's money for making his engine work. There were some spark plugs and a fuel filter required. Let's see who's next to the door. Car is incomplete. Okay. Do you know what? I think it's just the oil hood, isn't it? The oil jobber. Bloody plastic engine cover. Nobody uses them anyway, you know. Blah blah blah, etc, etc. No excuse. Should have remembered. Should have checked for the no parts to assemble. Look at the tick and think, yeah, job done. So, what's next? Okay, next thing through the door is a little red Genesis. I have just bought a used car and I noticed that the timing belt moves towards the edge of the pulleys. Wow. Find the solution. Well, I'm guessing it's to do with the time belt or the pulleys. Okay, so I shouldn't feel smug because half the time I don't know what I'm doing. Let's get in there and have a butcher's. Okay, I see some brown. And this thing looks decidedly unhealthy. So 25%. And 85%, that's not so bad. 15%, crikey. And an idler pulley at 20%. Alright, the rest of it seemed fine though. A little bit worn, but not too awful. Okay. See what our friend says. What's she got to say? He has nothing to say. So there was a couple of pull belts and an idler doodad. Idler doodad, is that how you spell it? Idler doodad. Idler pulley. Guessing it's one of those. And a serpentine and timing belt. Serpentine belt. A timing belt. Alright. I think there might be another pulley thing as well, but let's have a look. Another pulley thing. Alright, so let's back to assemble mode. And what are you? Idler pulley, yeah. Nice new belt. Ah, this thing. Oh, that's fine, 85%. And a serpentine belt. How many parts to assemble? No parts to assemble. That's the amount of parts I like. So there's your little red car. Job did. Awesome. Please tell all your friends. Oh, was that someone I see coming through the door just there? Righty-ho. I can hear a loud clattering while accelerating and braking. Something must be broken. Maybe it's your hearing. Pa ha ha. So, find and eliminate the cause. Okay. Do I get a report if I use the rolling road? Is that even something I can do? Yes, please. Move front wheels onto brake tester. Press and hold brake. Back wheels onto brake tester. Press and hold brake. I pressed and hold brake too soon, and so it wouldn't tell me about it until I let go. Move front wheels onto suspension test. And then blah, 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 blah. Shaky, shaky. wonder if these numbers are meant to be telling me something. Okay. It'd be nice if that made some of the pieces coloured in as if I'd examined them, because, you know, you could listen to the noise and, you know, it's like driving a car. You sort of get used to the sounds that it makes, and, you know, little wobbles of the wheel, and there's play in the gears and things, and right, anyway, on y va. So let's remind myself of the problem, because it's all of a minute ago. Loud clattering while accelerating and braking. And the brakes, perhaps. Oh. Brakes and suspension. Accelerating wouldn't be the brakes, though, would it? So that wheel seemed fine. There's some rusty-looking crap in here, though. Let's click on that. 76%. Well, that's not terrible. This, however, pretty terrible. How about the spring? Spring, also terrible. I don't suppose I can get to those bits over there, can I? No. Fair dues. Right, so, wheelie wheel. And where's the sway? There's the sway bar. Oh, man. And the suspension arm. Was it? No, shock absorber. Unbolt. 13%. And 10% for that. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the back, assuming it's all equally knackered. Doof. Mind your head, son. Oh, it doesn't look nearly as bad back here. 77, 88, 87. Okay, well, that's good. So, just looks like the front. Oh, restart order. You know, I never noticed that on the options menu before. Right, so, first things first. Check with the vice. See what's what. So, I need suspension shock absorbery things for the front. What could possibly go wrong? No, I don't need... I think it's these that I want. But there are two. Oh goodness. How am I going to tell which ones I've taken off this thing? Suspension spring, suspension rear. That was the front one. Ah, shock absorber A, front left and front right. Shock absorber A, front left and front right. Yes. And a couple of springs. Switch spring front. Switch spring front. Alright. Bash me head. Let's bring it down. That's the fire extinguisher. That won't do what I want. Okay. Switch the ratchet to screw in. 100%. Uh-oh. Well, it was bound to happen. Bound to happen. And of course, now I've got some nice bits of kit. I can't just sell all, can I? Oh dear. So it's actually shock absorbers B. Front left. Front right. Oh well. Hey ho, as they say. At least it's a relatively cheap part, and I'm sure other people will need theirs fixing also. Way to stay positive, me. It's not usually something I'm particularly great at. Alright, and the sway bar now. Was this needing replacement? Not really. 76%. That's fine. Let's pop the wheel on as if we think it's all done. Search for a spring. Yep. And our shiny new option B, shocks B. Awesome. And the link bar thingamajig, sway bar. Well, I didn't even notice what percentage that was on. I'm going to say it was on just enough. Alright, so that should be all my parts assembled. Yep, let's see if that could fix the problem. Holla! Awesome. Well, thank you for watching. I was going to move to a single problem per episode, but there's been some really short ones. So we'll see how it goes. See how it goes next time. Good day to you all, and a merry car fixing we should all go. Bye bye.